Hey guys, how's it going? Base here, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo.
Shoujo?
Shoujo.
The Shonen region? The show?
Yes? Shonen Jump?
Shonen Jump? Boy Jump?
Yes.
Boy Jump.
Yes. Shoujo Jump? Dojo? What? Moving? What? Yes? Ha! Okay! Anyways, let's continue on.
Was that an intro or what?
I don't know.
On the last video, I don't know.
I don't even remember. Hello.
Oh, you're gonna come interrupt us, you son of a bitch. The loud clatter of books falling into the return slot abruptly breaks the grip of silence over the school library. And you're a bitch. Yes, I want to exit the fucking installer. It's become a habit for me to come to the library at least once a week. Not only does the reading itself keep me busy, but discussing books with Hanako and Lily also does. Obviously startled, Yuko suddenly twists towards the direction of the noise. I'd have thought her used to people dropping books by now, since she does work here, right?
I forgot what she sounds like.
She was like really quiet and timid.
No, that's Hanako.
Whatever.
You should do that.
No.
Because I'm Hanako and Lily. That's like all we've been talking to throughout this whole thing, so I think you should do her voice.
Just like give her a deep manly voice.
No, because that's already been done.
Like who?
Lily's brother, sister.
What the fuck should I give her?
I don't know. A voice of someone who is super fucking clumsy.
I'm not good with those voices. Oh, fuck it.
Yeah, you can just...
Oh, hello, Hisao. Back again? It takes me a moment to respond. My mind's still distracted by the familiar melody of Lily's humming that's hardly left my ears for the several days it's been since I fell asleep to it. Huh? Oh, yeah, just returning some books I borrowed. She casts her eyes downwards, presumably to the bin of books she dropped into. You're a very heavy reader, aren't you? It's become a routine by now. Passes the time, at least. Wish I had free time to pass.
You work in a fucking library.
From small talk to depression in less than 5 seconds. I think that's a new record for her. She seems a bit down in general today, even compared to normal. Considering she has to work 2 jobs just to support herself, I could see how that would take a toll on her lifestyle. Come to think of it, the pay for a job here can't be all that bad. The idea of staff in such a prestigious private school going hungry strikes me as counterintuitive.
You are a librarian.
Librarians
don't do shit.
Ow. That was mean.
They do nothing.
Working 2 jobs must take a lot of time. I'd probably never manage it. You're lucky being a student. Do you think you'll be able to go to university?
No, Kenji. Bad, Kenji. Bad. No.
If she's asking, then I guess that's the expected result of having this kind of education. Private schools like this don't exactly come cheap. I guess I have the money, I think.
Question mark.
Tales of Exilia 2. Not even God can reincarnate my debt.
I don't think you want to reincarnate the dead. You do know what the word reincarnate means, right?
Yes, I do. Bacon is speaking. I've got plans which will require going to one, and my grades are good enough. It's more of a matter of how I'll pay to do so. Bank heists and meth. Lots and lots of meth.
Yes. And food porn.
Luger, how are we going to pay off this debt? It looks like we're going to have to sell your body on the streets, Al.
No, real quick, what we were talking about earlier. I was playing Final Fantasy XIV, and I think out of the random, I just asked, so since Hanako is bacon, does that mean if she were in a porno, it would be food porn? And then everyone was just done with me. I don't know why.
I wonder why! University costs so much, I'm having to work 2 jobs to afford to enter it, paying the daily expenses to blah 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 blah.
Yes.
I could care less. If you're reading this much, though, it means you're doing well in school, right? Interesting logical jump, not an altogether wrong one, though. I suppose so. I didn't find any of the exams very hard, aside from maybe 1 and 2. One and one or two. Fuck, Jesus.
How do you get and or mixed up?
It's like how some people get he and she mixed up.
I think that's the person that gets that mixed up, and that is called being gender fluid.
Ixion? Oh, wait a minute, you weren't there.
Yeah.
you mind if I ask what studies you're pursuing in university? Hugo appears to be genuinely brightened at the question. What?
Anthropology.
Anthropology.
It's anthropology.
Okay, yeah, now that I know I can pronounce it just fine, but it doesn't mean I want to.
Say it correctly.
Anthropology.
There you go.
Anthropology, to be specific. I'm specialized in the history of classical era, Athenian civilization, democracy. Fuck off. She seems to really know her stuff. Such enthusiasm is to be admired, and it's nice to see her genuinely excited about something. I guess even somebody like Yuka can be happy if she has a visible road ahead of her. That's good to hear if you... Oh god. Both of us jumped at the sudden interruption coming from my pocket. Apologizing profusely and quickly shuffling into the hallways, I fumbled with the cover of my mobile phone. I glanced at the screen.
This is what they're talking to them.
Yes. No, even better, just Misha's laugh.
Just sitting there having like a really bad conversation, like you're like in a breakup, and all of a sudden, oh, hold on, I have to take this.
Weird, it's a mobile number I don't recognize, considering I can count the number of people with my number on one hand. I briefly wonder if it's some kind of telemarketer that lucked out.
It's the girl, isn't it? That
in Wanako? No, I don't think it's in Wanako. Hello, Hisao Nakai speaking. That's a good question. Who the fuck is it?
Oh, it should be Rin.
Do you want to take any guesses at who it is?
Jeez, pick up faster next time. Anyway, guess who?
That works too.
I don't know who the fuck it is, so I'm gonna do like the fucking
I think it's
deep
actually
throat voice.
It only takes me a second to recognize the distinctively deep, brusque voice.
Misha? Deep voice?
Hey Misha, I didn't expect you to call me. Oh wait.
Oh no, it is a girl. Oh yeah, wait. Why did I say Misha?
I think it was a joke.
See, well, Akira does have a deep voice.
Okay, yeah, there! Now it makes sense!
Huh? You actually think I sound like her?
I don't know, you might have the same laugh.
Oh.
Well, no, you guys seem to have like the same voice actor.
Not wrong!
Not at all. I don't remember giving you my number though, so I thought I'd mess with you.
Oh, that. I got Lily to give it to me. Not hard.
She positively brims with pride at the statement. She's trying to get me caught up at her pace. I know it. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that the two would share my number though, given how close they are. So, what up?
You free right now?
I guess. Why?
I'm going on a date. Could you meet me at the park in town? I just want to talk to you about some stuff.
Is that an invitation to a date?
What? Of course not. Fucking pervert!
She sounds suddenly crestfallen. Her previous teasing nature had instantaneously left. It seemed strange for her. Anyways, I don't see why not. When do you want to meet?
Kind of now-ish.
Wait, right now? But it's dead silence. Something coming from the phone announces the fact that she has unceremoniously hung up. Just like every... No.
Kinda now. Ish. Beep.
No, like, every time in Tales of Exillia 2 the debt caller would call, I find her voice so ingrained. She's like, I wonder if your voice brightens my... Every time! And just like, Joseph laughs every time, just like, well, what if she goes to confess her feelings, just like, Luger, I love... Just hang up the phone.
I don't give a fuck. We should play Tales of Exillia.
I plan to. I wanted to.
And record it. Yeah. And then the second one. And then all the other Tales of series.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Those are really long walkthroughs. For a long time, I just stand there staring at the call ended message on the dead end. What does this mean?
You haven't even seen it.
I saw the first episode, so I know what I'm doing.
The first episode, but you haven't seen.
I have enough room to make dead end
The
references.
rest of it fucks you up. Watch it.
I don't want to be fucked up.
Yes, you do.
Maybe I want to be fucked down.
Okay, it'll fuck you down and up. And sideways and diagonally!
Margaret?
What?
Remember snakes fuck me sideways, Margaret?
Oh, yeah.
Message on the screen while replaying the conversation in my head. What the hell, Akira?
Akira Toriyama.
Kogami. Throwing a glance up and down the street, I crossed the road and stepped into the park. I've learned to pace myself on such walks, mostly because Lily's slower speed during our forays into town means I have to consciously slow myself down. That aside, I hope Akira didn't expect me to be immediately prompt.
Is she drinking beer?
Yes. Takes only a couple of seconds to spot her, waiting on a bench with a can of beer in her hand. The look she gives me as I walk up lacks any hint of acknowledgement or greeting. What's with that look? I needn't have come, you know.
I knew you would. You're that kind of person.
I lower my brow at her remark as she disposes of the can, Emptied by the time I arrived, a metallic clatter rings out. Akira takes a seat on the old wooden bench, and I follow her lead.
So she's a lawyer and she just littered.
Probably. She takes another can of beer from beside her and opens it before speaking, taking a large gulp. She seems to really like that stuff. I suppose I need to ask what this is about, or rather, who it's about.
I heard from Lily that you asked about our family.
No one asks. Prepares the... You just hear like a shotgun loading sound.
Just yet. No one asks about the family.
They share more than phone numbers, that's for sure. I'd probably be very worried right now if it wasn't for the total lack of malice in her voice. Rather, her tone sounds almost wistful. Idle curiosity, mostly. I have to admit, I never guessed you two were half Scottish. She gives a wide chuckle of amusement.
Your face. I've heard that before. Trust me.
The small smile falls from her face, her eyes looking ahead distantly. Aside from the occasional elderly couple talking as they slowly walk the meandering path, the odd aging car, it's pleasantly quiet.
She didn't tell you everything, though, did she?
Probably not. It was pretty brief. Your parents live in Scotland, she hasn't met them since she was 12, and she wants to meet them again.
It's always surprised me how devoted she is to our parents. For all the good they did us.
The way she says it almost sounds derisive. She gives a small sigh as if to quickly brush the feelings away.
Why do you think they left, Hisao?
Why do I think they left?
Because fuck you, that's why.
From what Lily told me, it was just because of work. I guess a pretty decent paying job was involved as well, given the way your parents seem to live. So Lily went to a private school, and that's why she carries herself with the airs and grace of the upper class.
Yeah. Since the business is in Inverness boomed, our father decided to move directly to the same city as its headquarters. That's just the conclusion I'd thought you'd come to, though. You're too good-natured.
You don't think they left for their career?
I'm sitting here bitching to you about it. What do you think? Yamaku Academy. I've always felt that this place was kind of creepy. Like it was an isolated hideaway for those proper society doesn't want to see nor hear.
For those who can't hear.
They probably just rue the fact that Lily wasn't old enough to be shoved by the time they left. Shoved there by the time they left.
Long silence follows her abrupt and very harsh criticism of her own parents and Yumaku. Lily's blindness is hardly something that could be simply ignored for a high-class family attempting to keep up appearances, much less so when a lucrative offer is on the table. Eventually, Akira just gives a derisive snort, her feelings coming to a head.
Moving to secure our financial future with his new job posting. Even at the time, I hardly believed it.
Not wanting to simply be an avenue for reventing, I gently try to steer the discussion. But who cares? Conversation discussion. So you stayed in Japan with Lily, then?
Either I stayed with her, or she went to live with an ailing grandmother and grandfather.
What about Shizune's family? Shizune's family. If you're cousins, then...
Our fathers hate each other.
And I hate Shizune's father, so yeah, I can see why.
I'd have been more than happy to tell them to go screw themselves and live with them anyway. But Lily wouldn't have wanted that. I'd also had an offer for a job by then, so we did our best to keep our parents' house in proper shape, and tried to continue our lives as if they'd never left.
So you just lived by yourselves?
Yep. Basically. Lily had school and I had my job, so we weren't exactly languishing.
But there's... Oh, fuck. Just read.
With her school... Wait, why?
Just read.
Okay. With her schooling, her study, and having to do chores while I worked, though, I can't help feeling like I failed her. In the end, I tried to be there for her, and screwed it up. Expecting a 19-year-old to be a mother for a blind child. It's ridiculous.
Well, I don't know, we have 16-year-olds being a mother to a normal child, so...
Even 15-year-olds.
So Lily and Akira lived alone after their parents moved, with Lily largely taking care of herself. I guess that explains her apparent independence compared to many in Yamaku. I may have lived alone much of the time since my parents both worked, but that's just something else entirely.
Sorry for making you listen to my moanings, though.
I don't mind at all, but do you mind if I ask you why you're telling me all this?
You're always curious. Context, I suppose. And foreshadowing. Life isn't a fairy tale, Liso. It's not an anime. Except for this, because this is a game and it's all virtual. Okay, some people have to learn that the hard way.
She takes a long drink from the can in her hand, her face becoming more depressed than distant.
And drunk. I broke up with my boyfriend a few days ago. After I leave, we're not going to be able to see each other again. But that's how life is. You can't just set your life up and expect it to stay that way forever. Sometimes stuff happens that you have to roll with, even if it means hurting yourself or others.
Welcome to Life Lessons with Akira.
Yay!
She takes a long breath before looking up at the bright orange sky.
Damn. If I smoked, I could take a nice long drag right about now and look kinda cool.
I want to respond to help her in any way I can, but I feel utterly useless. This kind of situation is one I've never been in, and I simply don't have the experience to say anything meaningful to comfort her. Akira looks over and evidently picks up on this, much to my embarrassment.
I must look pretty pathetic right now, whining about this to someone I barely know.
Hardly, and I'm pretty much an expert on looking pathetic. She gives a chuckle and feeling like a personal victory to me.
The act peeling like a personal victory.
She's just aggressively cutting a potato.
Peeling a potato?
Yes.
Cutting a potato.
God damn it!
You're a good kitty, Sal. When I said that I approved of you being with my sister, I wasn't joking or just being nice. Hello.
She picks herself up off the seat with a grunt, one that seems ill-fitting given her age, and throws the now empty can into the bin after one last swig.
It's just unfortunate that it doesn't really count for much in this world. When I said that I was leaving for Scotland, I was doing it because a good position opened up in our company's headquarters. When our folks told me that we were at their place, though, they also gave Lily a summons to rejoin them in Inverness.
No way. Her evasiveness when asked about her future, that awkwardness that had steadily grown between us, that uncharacteristic outburst of anger, all of them suddenly fit into place. The same family that she reminisced about after Hanako's birthday party, the same family that left her and Akira to themselves after taking flight to greener pastures. Now I feel stupid for never cornering Lily on what was bugging her. I never even considered if something had happened during her trip to her family's home in Inverness. And now a sense of unease grows in my chest. If her family had summoned her to join them in Scotland, all the way on the other side of the earth, has she accepted?
And, damn it, we're gonna end it there.
Cliffhangers.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and also feel free to follow us on Twitter and us on Facebook. It's a lot to get noticed. Anything to say, Donovan?
Find out in the next video of...
Dragon Ball Z!
Not the time and place to do that.
Dragon Ball Sad?
Dragon Ball sad! Dragon Ball is sad. Okay, bye guys.